hello, friends. Hello, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV, SPTV. I am super excited to be with you on this community showcase today. My name is Heidi Corona. I'm a psychic medium and a spiritual teacher who is in California, America. And this is my first time appearing on this channel, and I'm very excited to be with you guys today. I will be offering free live readings to viewers, so please drop in those requests as I'm excited to sit with you. But I do want to let you guys know that I'm aligned with love and light in God, and I am here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you so much for being here, for letting me be of service for you today. I was not always a psychic medium. I was not one of those people who was born psychic or always knew about this, that our loved ones live on. That was not how I lived my life or a description of my spiritual awakening. In fact, I was an adult when I became aware of the spirit world, and it happened to me in church one day. I was in church on a Mother's Day. Oh, they're coming in. I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps from head to toe, and my room is getting cold right now because when the past loved ones come in, for you guys, for me, it just changes the atmosphere. And so in my first experience, I was in church. I had no idea that we lived on, and I was grieving past loved ones just like the rest of my family. However, it was Mother's Day, and I was very excited to be in the church with my mother, with my children. I was singing the songs of worship and high vibe and happy. And when it was time to leave, I began hugging some of my relatives to say goodbye. And when I hugged one of my relatives, I heard a voice shout in my ear, "Tell her grandma loves her." This voice shouted so loud and shook my shoulders, and I recognized the voice of one of my very close past loved ones who had passed away the year before. And I heard her voice, and she shook my shoulders, and it startled me, but I didn't question it. I told her, "Your grandma loves you." And she had no idea that she was receiving a message from beyond. And she said, "I know she loves me." And I had no idea that I was an instant medium. So I tell everyone that this can happen to any of us at any time, and it does. And people brush it under the rug and, let things go and forget about it, or you forget about the dreams that you've had with your past loved ones and how real they seem when they're happy and you're spending time together. Those are true encounters that many people may not take seriously. So I'm excited to share these things with you guys. And I'm just going to sip my water one moment. Hello, Caroline. Caroline Sandbrooks. Hello from Dagenham. Wow, I gotta be honest, I am in America and I'm not even sure where that is, but I am excited. It's in the UK, Dagenham, UK. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And hi from Sweden, Eva. Eva, hello. So glad to have you here, honey. Thank you for tuning in. Hi. Hello, Krish Pillay from South Africa. Hello, thank you. Glad to have you tuning in. Hi, Christine Davis. Good evening to you as well, sweetheart, on YouTube. Thanks. Hi, Michelle Arthur. Good evening. Good evening, friends, and welcome. Cheryl, good evening to you as well, darling. I don't want to butcher your last name. Cheryl B on YouTube. Good to see you, honey. Thank you for being here, and welcome. Welcome to everyone. Oh boy, I see that profile badge. Carrie Ann Marshall Kearns. I love your cats. I am a pet person and I love cats, and I love that. Hello from Ontario. Well, hello to you, girl. Thanks for being here. Hello, Tiffany, who's in Oregon. Welcome, friends. Wow, fantastic to have everyone tuning in today. Hi, Cheyenne from Iowa, Nebraska area. Welcome. Glad to have you. See how far these communities stretch, just so far and wide, and the internet has made things so much more possible for all of us to be able to connect in a beautiful way. And I have goosebumps right now. I would love to dive in for a reading with Cheyenne on YouTube, if that's okay. Sure. Hi, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, Thank you for being here. I would love to give you a reading, sweetheart, and I am a psychic medium, and this is your time. I'm available to you. I work with spirit. I work with your past loved ones. I work with your higher self. I work with angels, archangels, many spiritual beings that step in with us all the time to help us. So if you have something on your heart that you would like to step into, I'd love to hear about it. I'm going to get some cards in my hands. And I do have my own oracle deck, which really does give me a lot of information. I'm going to connect in with your energy, sweetheart. I feel like you have many past loved ones around you. In fact, I see someone laying in a hammock right now in my mind's eye. Whew. And this is someone who was very dear to your heart. Oh, very dear to your heart. Let's see. So I see someone in my mind's eye. This would have been a past loved one. I'm just gonna give you this information, sweetheart. A friend or uncle is kind of what I feel. Could have been a partner, but I don't feel like it was like really serious. Although it may have took you by surprise when this individual passed away, because there was some distance, some estrangement. When he passed. All right. I feel like this guy definitely liked his beer, and he's showing me his big beer belly and how he had no problem taking his shirt off and going out and getting suntan, sunburnt, whatever, because he loved life and he loved the outdoors. He also loves you, Cheyenne. He loves you very much, and he sends you love. He supports you on this path where you feel like you're kind of having to do a lot of things on your own. I see this. You would love to hear from any of the loved ones, grandma, mother-in-law, or grandfather, really open. I feel like this gentleman is stepping in with very light-hearted energy. I told you, he's an outdoorsy guy, but he's definitely opening the doorway for you, for the messages. I want you to know that the spirit world sees, I'm holding this card up, one-sided, how you've been putting in a whole heck of a lot of work in some areas of your life. And unfortunately, you may feel like it's not being reciprocated, or maybe you have to be the one to hold it all together. And that gets so tiring. That gets so exhausting when we're living here in this human dimension, and we feel like we can't quite let ourselves relax. We feel like maybe we have to do everything because we always have for other people, so as not to inconvenience others in our lives. Cheyenne, your family members in spirit are coming very close with me to ask you to slow down, to ask you to relax. You said uncle or friend. My great uncle, which was non-blood related, and grandfather were both outdoorsy. Okay, so I give you the hammock. This individual liked to lay out in a hammock. He liked to take his shirt off no matter how big his beer belly was, and he would get sunburnt when it was the season. And he wasn't too, shy to be out drinking beer in front of his house. Okay, I see his house as a wooden house. Almost like a, out in the woods kind of house. I'm always doing for others before myself, for sure. Yes, they're letting me know, Cheyenne, but they're telling me here how heavy that is on your shoulders. No worries, sweetheart. No worries about that at all. I'm allowing him to bring me this message and open the doorway for you, and I will definitely see if I can tap in with another more subtle energy in your family. I'm going to go ahead, and I need to let you know that they feel the weight on your shoulders. Okay, they're telling me that you feel the weight on your shoulders, and some of the things that you are still carrying, you may be able to allow yourself to put down or let go. Things on your schedule that don't mesh with your lifestyle any longer. Excess trips for other people for the sake of being nice. This is what they're telling me, Cheyenne. These are ways in which you could reinforce your boundaries and your self-care and self-love by simply saying no and deciding not to entertain those additional pathways or uses of your time, effort, and energy. Thank you so much for this. Now, was Grandpa a golf player? I'm seeing someone who's interested in golf. Now, I'm going to ask the gentleman to step back. And I would like to have a past loved one who's a female that would come in for her, for Cheyenne, please. I definitely have a grandmother figure coming towards me. She's holding a rose, but she also has a birthday cake. And that tells me that someone's birthday is this month or coming up soon. And that rose could be a name, but it also could be something specific between you and her. A card from her, honey. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. And I see your comment here that says, this is definitely true, working on figuring out a better work and home life balance. So here you go. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose love. And I see the clouds in the sky. When you look up at the sky and you speak to your past loved ones, they hear you. Today is your son's 5th birthday. Thank you for this. Your grandmother knows. She's bringing a cake. She's bringing a cake in with, I've got chills right now. She says, happy birthday to the baby. I am there with you guys. I am celebrating with you. All of us are there. All of us are there with you. What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message for you, Cheyenne. Happy birthday to your son. And what else do you have for her, darling? She's referencing earrings now. And something that's hanging in the closet that has not been worn for quite some time. Grandma is saying, what about that thing hanging in the closet? There's something in the closet, darling, and it's collecting dust. She sees you guys. She knows what's going on. She loves all of you. She says somebody fell and twisted their ankle, but they're okay, obviously. And she sees the balloons that are going to be going on, some water guns. Like, I see so much activity. She's sharing with me how much life is in your home. He was a baby when she passed. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. She knows him. She knows you guys. She is still herself. So much so that she still looks out for you more than you imagine. She tells me flowers, something about flowers that are, who's not good at keeping flowers alive? A lot in the closet that you've got to pull out and wear. Well, she says, get to doing, get to living. And I see gardening, like plants that are like, not doing so good and then being revived. She lets me know that she puts that kind of energy into your garden or your plants to bring them more life. So pay attention to that. And she also knocks papers down. So if you notice things falling off the counter, that kind of, stop for a moment, take a deep breath and say, hey, Grandma, was that you? No more of those shenanigans. I know you're around me. I know you're here with us. Beautiful message for you, honey. She wants to say that you don't have to do everything alone. And you don't have to feel like you have to do everything alone. It's okay to ask for help, especially if you don't feel well. Like, my back hurts. I need help. That's okay. Don't just keep going when your back hurts. Okay? She wants me to tell you that. She wants me to tell you how great you're doing. Just make sure that you do for yourself and you rest as well. Sending all of her love with you, darling. Thank you for letting me connect for you today. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. I've also painted 3 roses recently. She knows about the roses. That's why she came in holding one for you and the birthday cake for your son. Beautiful message from Grandma. Thank you for being here, Cheyenne. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here with us on Spiritual Psychics TV. My name is Heidi Corona. I am in California. Hello, Desiree on YouTube. Hello. If you guys wanted to connect with me, my website is spiritspeaks.org, SPIRITSPEAK.org. I should spell it right. Forgive me, please. And hello to John from Scotland. And hi, Diana Howell. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hello, my friends. Glad to see everyone tuning in. And hi, Julie Lewis, Michigan. Beautiful West Michigan. Glad to have you tuning in on Facebook, love. Hello, Cindy Woodside from Canada. Wow, look at you. Striking photo. Beautiful. Hi, Natasha Hanberry. Good to see you there. Oh, there you are. Carrie Ann and those cats again. Carrie Ann, are you ready to have a reading, sweetheart? Carrie Ann Marshall Kearns, I'm with you. Carrie Ann Marshall Kearns, I am connecting in with your lovely energy right now, sweetheart. And I feel like you have been praying lately. praying for some relief of some of the responsibilities that are overwhelming you as of late. And Spirit wants to say that your prayers are heard. Your prayers are heard, and things are shifting and changing and moving in a very good direction. Okay, things take time to become beautiful works of art in our lives. And Spirit says by Christmas time, the frets and cares that you are having at this time are going to not even be in your realm. You're going to be looking at the masterpiece instead of all the hard work or the worry or the doubt of the process, Carrie Ann. So let's see what we have here for you. This really has to do with responsibility. Ah, how funny. Stressed out is a card that came out for you, Carrie Ann, you sweetheart. Lots of praying. I see that there. Stressed out from my own oracle deck here. Now, this card indicates that it would really be beneficial to take some of the stress out of your mind and out of your body and put it onto a piece of paper or a planner or a calendar or a schedule, whatever this is that can help kind of dissect some of the thoughts that are floating around and put them onto paper so you don't have to keep track. Sometimes we feel very stressed out when we have a lot on our to-do list, plus things going on, a big schedule to maintain. Maybe we're worried about some people, and then, you know, we get a flat tire or our pipe breaks or whatever. So we have this list in our mind of all these different things that need our attention, okay? And that in itself can really feel overwhelming when you're in this moment only doing one thing. You're keeping that list alive in your mind, in your emotions. Spirit says, go ahead and put all that stuff on paper. Meaning, if these are appointments that you know you have to show up to or they have deadlines, get yourself a little planner or a calendar and write these things out. Just put them on there so you don't have to keep them in your head and know that you're on track with things. And then if you have like things that you would like to get to or repairs that need done or passions that you want to follow, avenues, write all these things down on a list and get it out of your head, out of your mind, and on a piece of paper that you can scan from time to time, cross things off as you address them. You can add to the list as new things arise. She says she'll do that. I worry too much. I understand. Let's talk a little bit about that worry now. Because we started off with prayer. And prayer is so incredibly powerful, no matter what your faith is, no matter what your religion or your spirituality is, praying to a spiritual entity that is outside of yourself, higher power, higher self, source, God, creator, Jesus, angels, Buddha, whatever that is for you, that's who's answering your prayers. That's who's answering you. So Carrie Ann, when you're praying to God, source, creator, I'll just say spirit, okay, whoever spirit is for you, you're praying to spirit. When we have worries about people that we care about, for instance, loved ones who are struggling or that kind of thing, we may, you know, lift them up. Please, please help out my niece and nephew. They can't pay their bills. You know, they lost their job, whatever we can say to spirit, okay? Spirit wants you to go a step further because God already knows the problem. Spirit already knows what's going on, what's wrong, where your heart is at. But it's about taking that quiet time to pray in connection with Spirit and say, Spirit, listen, this is who needs your help. My niece, my nephew, whatever this is, okay? Plug in your folks, your people, your worries. This is what needs your help. Now, envision a positive outcome, a beautiful, bright, hopeful outcome. Some of this, Spirit, please. Something bright like this, Spirit, please. This or better, Spirit, please, because Spirit knows best. And for you to sit in that time and lift them up in a bright, positive way, leave the struggles and the worries out of this, okay? You want to lift them up healthy, well, happy, with abundance, with prosperity, with everything they need. Lift them up to God like that and then leave them in Spirit's hands, okay? Leave them in Spirit's hands and go about your day and plug in with your each moment because that is truly where your power lies. Now, that will help move things in a better direction for all and will help bring you much more peace knowing that Spirit can take care of these things and is on top of it and you don't have to because some of these things truly are out of your hands, especially if they're collective worries when we're concerned about wars and things that are going on, reality, real things in this world. Lift those up to God. Lift those up to Source, to Spirit, to Creator, whoever that is. And ask for divine intervention. If enough of us do that, we shall see results. I believe this with my whole heart. Now let me get here, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, I have a lady who would like to step in with you very quickly for your reading. She's actually kind of just peeking at me. She definitely preferred towards the end wearing some kind of night robe, like a nightgown, and she's looking at me from the hallway, I would say, but she's got a problem with her leg, and she's looking around for her cane. So I feel like this woman was definitely somebody who didn't really want to have to ask for help. I feel like she may be an aunt or grandma figure for you, Carrie Ann. She's definitely shy, doesn't want to ask for help, but because she feels quite independent and capable. But I see that she started using a cane at a very young age. I see her as blonde with her hair feathered back. It's very short though. Her hair is very short. But you know, like in the 80s, they feathered their hair. I see her like that. She's got blue eyes, all right, and she's got a little bit of a freckle going on, a light complexion. And I see how she did not necessarily want to ask for help. She was wearing the knee brace. She lose her cane from time to time. And as she aged, she was very, what is this? What is this, sweetheart? What are you coming in to tell her now? She's okay. She's strong. She rides horses now. She does anything she wants now. Her body does not hold her back any longer, but she let it hold her back when she was living. She did not reach out to the people who were there to support her. Your grandmother, thank you for that, Carrie Ann. I appreciate you. Thank you. Your grandmother comes in to say, do not allow yourself to go without or to struggle in some kind of silence. Reach out to the family, reach out to the loved ones. Everyone is there for you, just like they were there for me, but I was too stubborn. I was just too stubborn to ask for that help when I needed it. And it hurt me in a physical way. I would struggle and rub my aches and pains, these kinds of things. It's what she's telling me. The card is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out and allow your folks to assist you, Carrie Ann, because you're such a bright light and such a giving and loving person. And she wants you to know that it is actually such a blessing when others are able to assist you. You don't see that from your end because you're afraid to take from them. You're afraid to be a taker, but you could never be a taker, she says. You could never be a taker. When people are able to help you, bring you your plate, clean the house for you, do an errand for you, bless you in some way, it makes them feel so good because they love you. So don't be afraid of accepting help. Don't be afraid of starting some new venture. Don't be afraid of doing for you. When you do for you, you're able to feel better to do for others. But I'm telling you, girl, some of these instances I feel like are physical related. She's telling me, like, physically you don't feel well, you got a backache, you need rest or whatnot, but instead you'll keep going like she did. And she's saying, don't put unnecessary wear and tear on your system or on your body. Rest when you need to rest. Let people help you if they're able to help you. Listen, she says, beautiful card. I wish they would help more. A closed mouth does not get fed, honey. You've got to be able to speak up and say, can you help me because I'm hurting? People don't always know what's going on inside of you. People, even if they do know what's going on, they can lose oversight. You know, they're in their own heads with their own lives, doing their own things on their agendas and their schedules, and they don't stop to realize that maybe you're having a hiccup. Maybe you need a little help, and it would be great if they could see that. But Grandma is saying she did the same thing. She never said anything. Don't make that same mistake. Say it to your folks. Let them help you. They will be willing if you'll speak up and make them aware. And I just want to leave all of her love with you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you today, Carrie Ann. Beautiful message. She says, yes, it's hard for me to ask for help. And it sounds to me like maybe that is one of your life lessons, is to ask for help when you do need it and not to feel guilty about that. So many of us have that, and many light workers also have that. It's a quality of character that somehow assumes that I'm taking too much. I can't take from the collective. I can't take from the whole. But what's important is you make up the whole. You make up the collective, and you have your due. Your what is this? You have what is due for you as well, and it's important to assert that and allow others to support you. That's that one-sided. Much love to you, Carrie Ann. I'm going to disconnect from you. Let's see who else is here with me. Right on the ball, she says. Thank you, darling. Sending love. I love your cats. Sip my beverage here. Hi, Amanda McDade. Hello. On Facebook, good to see you. Michelle Arthur on YouTube. I see you there, darling. Carrie Thorley, evening on YouTube. Hello, hello. Samantha Timpson, hello. Good to see everyone today. Stacy, Darnold, Finnegan, good afternoon, Stacy. Welcome, welcome, friends. So good to see everyone. Karen Kingsley's here. Hey, Karen. Good to see you guys. Catherine Newkirk, good evening. Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome. So glad to be sitting with everyone today. How are you doing? Yvonne Jackson, good evening. Good evening to you. Maj, good to see you here. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Oh boy, Nikki Owen. Hello, lovely lady, Nikki Owen. I'm gonna go ahead and connect in with you, sweetheart. Hi, Nikki. Glad to have you here, honey. So Nikki Owen, I'm gonna go ahead and connect in with your lovely energy, darling. So Nikki, I have I have a lady who's coming towards me as I connect in with your energy here. It looks like she may have been in a wheelchair at one point, maybe immobile, had a hard time getting around. And in fact, she's letting me know that she may have had some incontinence near the end as well. But that was as she was aging, okay, as she was aging and she was diminishing a bit in her health. I feel like this is like mom energy. Those legs though, mom, grandma energy, Nikki, her legs were a real problem. I feel like they're numb or they're like ice. They're so cold when she was living there towards the end. I'm gonna let her come in close. That left eye, she keeps bringing me to her left eye. I feel like at some point she may have wore a patch over her glasses, this woman. Like maybe her eye was not strong or some kind of thing. The eye was a problem. One of her eyes was an issue in life. And I could see how she liked to keep her hair kind of short at some times because it was easier for her to deal with. But she still liked to wear those earrings. Sweetheart. Sweet woman here. Had a heart condition. I'm feeling something in my chest now. Actually, it's not, it feels like a stint. She may have had a stint in her, a stint at some point. So yes, that would have been a heart condition, but she had a stint. I feel like there's a stint in the heart, in the chest. Now I feel like this woman was so incredibly loving, Nikki. So loving and kind, like, oh man, I would want to go to bingo with her and I would want to, you know, bake cookies with her. No worries, darling. I feel a very sweet and loving grandmotherly vibe from her. And this could even be like, think of like your mom, well, your grandma, sister, you know what I mean? Like great aunt, like she's definitely got a very homey vibe to her. Like she would make cookies, but she was also very funny. And I can see how she would wear lipstick even into her elder years. And people may have made comments about that, quite dark lipstick from her. However, I do feel how sensitive she was. She's telling me that she stayed away from men because she was so shy and very sensitive to their emotional patterns. Okay, so let me give you this. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. And sweetheart, put this in your pocket. Sometimes our past loved ones that come through are not exactly who we want to hear from, but maybe it's a neighbor that used to live by you, or a friend that you used to have 10 years ago, or like I said, your grandmother's, sister. I feel the grandmotherly vibe. She was definitely older than you, definitely, very loving and kind and caring. But I do see with the card here that her, she would have made choices to live differently. And those choices are, she's bringing me to staying away from anything that was kind of scary or uncomfortable even. It doesn't have to be like fear-based to be scary, but uncomfortable. Okay, eek, that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not going to try it. I don't want to try it. No, I don't want to go to that large crowd and try that painting class. These little things. Sounds like my nan's mom, Kitty, but I never met her. Well, thank you for that. And what I'm giving you is this, her reluctance to experience new things out of fear, even though those things were not necessarily worthy of being a cause of danger. And it prevented her from really, she says she let herself shine in a lot of ways, like the lipstick and the earrings and these things. However, other ways she couldn't do. And she tells me this to tell you, Nikki, that you are so different than she was. You don't live from a place of fear. You are living from a place of movement and empowerment and growth and acceptance. That's the thing. It was challenging for her with the generation that she grew up, the era, her age, it was challenging for her to accept things that were new and different. And she says that you're not that way, that you are a beautiful example of how this world is growing and changing in a very positive way. And she wants to tell you what a good job you're doing and how proud she is of you, and all of your past loved ones on the other side, how proud they are of you. Your spirit guides are cheering for you because you are energetically embodying the change and the shift that this world needs to see on a large scale level. Wow, beautiful message for you, Nikki On. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you, for you. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful message from her. All right. Okay, guys, we are going to take a quick commercial break and be back in about 2 minutes. I'll see you there.
The SPTV Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack, where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards.
Hello, friends. Welcome, and thank you for coming back with me today. Feel free to check out my links right down there behind me if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level. My name is Heidi Corona, and I am a psychic medium and a spiritual teacher in California. California. And thank you for tuning in on Spiritual Psychics TV. Please be sure to like and follow the page, subscribe to the channel. This helps to spread the messages farther and wider, friends. And I'm about ready to do another reading. What do you guys think? Say hello. Where are you guys at? Do you have a specific question? Drop it in. Let's see. Let's see who's here with me. Julie's still here. Rebecca Jane's still here. Thank you, guys. Bernice Rodriguez. Yes, ma'am. May I receive a reading, please? Bernice. Hi, Karen Rose. Roseanne McKinnon. Hello from Canada. Thank you. But I'm going to jump back with Bernice, if that's okay. Boom. I'm drawn in. I'm drawn in with Bernice. She grabbed me. She grabbed me. Bernice, all right, I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy, darling. As I'm connecting with you, boom, I want to pick up my fluorite here. This is a fluorite crystal. So if you've got any fluorite, I've got goosebumps from head to toe right now. I firmly suggest, Spirit suggests to you to meditate with some fluorite or put it on your altar, keep it with you, maybe a pocket stone, something like this. Any piece, great or small, doesn't matter, but meditate with the fluorite. I feel like you're seeking clarity at this time, and the clarity that you're seeking is only going to be made known within yourself. It's like something that you have to come to an understanding within yourself. And Spirit is inviting you to take that into meditation with some fluorite, if you've got fluorite, and let them lead you, is what they're saying here, Bernice. Let them lead you. And don't, they're saying don't veto your results. So I'm not sure if you're already experiencing some meditation, some messages from your spirit team, some dreams even, but I feel like some of these things you're shutting it down, you know, you're vetoing, oh no, that's not real, that can't be true. These kinds of amazing experiences that we can have here, and just because they're not the norm doesn't mean that they're not your experiences, okay? So I feel like that is important there. Now let's get here. Ooh, all right. Ooh, another message. All right, Bernice. Clarity. Now, this may or may not have to do with the clarity that you are seeking, but the cards that fell for you are the Six of Swords, and right with it, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so both of these cards in tarot indicate cutting ties with something that's not really serving you in a healthy way, okay? Deciding to pick and choose what you'll have in your life and what you're not going to entertain any longer. And this could be people, relationships, jobs, things that you do on your schedule, coping mechanisms. This could be like, you know, I've been taking kickboxing lessons for a year and I just don't like it any longer, so I'm going to stop doing it now. You know, these are the ways that you can tailor your life to be more in alignment with who you are in this moment. Yes, dreams and repetitive numbers daily, all of them. Yes, well, stop telling yourself that it's all a coincidence or that it doesn't mean anything, and start embracing this must mean something. What does it mean to me? Spirit is speaking to you in your own life, in your personal life. I hear and see crows, ravens, and owls weekly. That's fantastic. So crows, ravens, and owls, those are all flying animals that are able to go long distances, to perceive things from a higher vantage point. They each have their own specific, you know, as spirit animals, they have their own specific, you know, qualities, but ultimately many of those ones have to do with also transition from the spirit world and the physical world. So Bernice, let me just get here. I feel like the clarity you're going to find is within yourself. I feel like you're seeing all of these synchronicities and signs, and Spirit is kind of gently guiding you towards a certain path. However, this path that you are being guided down is going to be fruitful and abundant and plentiful, and you're going to find a lot of happiness. But in between now and then, the journey, there's some changes that could stand to be made. Okay, these are, you know, cutting things out that aren't in alignment with who you are anymore. Okay, and you can do these on a conscious level. Some of these might be difficult decisions. Some of it might be challenging, and you may have to pray about it, think about it, really decide. do I want to do this? Can I live with the aftermath of making this decision? Okay. And listen to your inner knowing. That's what this is about. This is about you listening to your inner knowing. Spirit is honing you. This 7 of Swords here is about not doing anything or being involved with anything that offends your soul, even if you used to be, because the next time you snap at someone and bite their head off, it's going to weigh so heavily on you, because you are feeling the quality of love that you carry, and anything that is less than that, even if you're the one dishing it out, it feels wrong to you, Bernice. So Spirit is encouraging you to cut away anything that doesn't feel right to you, and anything that you happen to be involved in that brings out the worst in you or triggers you in some kind of a way. And I feel like I'm telling you this, Bernice, because Spirit is grooming you basically to do what I do if it's something that draws you. Okay, I got goosebumps from head to toe right now. And I tell you, you start out small when you want to be, or when you're being called to be a practitioner, a spiritual practitioner, a healer, a psychic, a medium, whatever it is that pulls you in that direction. I feel like all of those things, Spirit is encouraging you to raise your vibration, to step into your truth, your empowerment, and all the things that are bothering you are all the things that you're going to feel like you need to address to step into that healthy, sustainable vibration. Yes, it's difficult to decide, but it's coming up more that I'm aware it's time to make a change in order to continue my growth. Absolutely. So let me get you one more card from the Power of Surrender cards. I love these. So let's talk about what Bernice needs to surrender. Spirit says it's this one right here. Ooh, I love this. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world, Bernice. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. And this even means like go for a walk outside, go sit on your back patio if it's nice, go to the park. Somewhere outdoors can really help to balance your energies, ground your energies. And if you can imagine that you have like roots growing out of your feet as you go outside, then you can release some of those tensions, those feelings, those experiences that are just, kind of triggering you at this time. You can allow those to flow from you down below you into the earth through the grounding cords that keep you connected to the earth, just like gravity keeps you. You can't see them. They're energetic, but you're energetically releasing stuff that's bothering you. In fact, Spirit is saying right now, Bernice, you might step outside and see yourself dropping people down below your feet and into the earth just to get them out of your head for a little while so that you can move forward in a peaceful way. Use nature to your advantage and allow yourself to find peace there and to be revitalized out in nature. I see you becoming, stepping into a very strong spiritual journey. I'll say that. Regardless of what you do with it, Spirit is calling you to drop anything that dims your light or offends your soul, and to embrace what feels like love. Yes, I love being outside, the bright sun at nighttime. I love the feeling of all of it. Good for you, Bernice. Lean into that. Do rituals outside if that's what you're up to. Take your crystal out there and meditate if that's what it sounds like. Spirit is painting a very beautiful picture for you. So get creative and embrace this. Good for you. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, Bernice. Thank you. And thank everyone who is tuning in with me today. What an exciting experience here on SPTV. So glad to see everyone. Please make sure that you like and follow, subscribe. Really, Catherine says a lot of people on tonight. Super awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad that you are here. Thank you, thank you. Gina Gallardi on Facebook. May I have a message, please, if Spirit allows? Gina Gallardi. Yes, ma'am. I would like to read for you, Gina. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy. Now, Gina, as I'm sitting in your energy, I feel as you, like you got something coming ahead that you're not really looking forward to, I feel like you've got something coming up on the calendar or, something that you're just not really looking forward to, but it's going to come to pass or it's going to happen. And I'm trying to feel into if this is something on your schedule, like I got to go to court, or maybe I've got test results coming back. Like, I feel something that I'm not really looking forward to. And even if you don't know exactly what it is, maybe you're just in a bit of a lull right now. You know, we can all kind of go through periods of life where it's just a little bit unexciting. You know, life can be a little bit boring sometimes. Not sure. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm going to just sit with you for a minute, and I'm going to shuffle my cards around. Okay, so I was talking about a lull, okay? Maybe life is a little bit boring or non-exciting, and that can be, you know, a different phase or period that we have. I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing when you prefer it, when you want peace in your life. Gina, I kind of, this is the card that fell for you, stirring the pot. So stirring the pot, I was tapping into something in your future that you may not be looking forward to. You're not sure what that is. This could be what this is. Okay, I'm not trying to put anyone anywhere. I want to say this. Stirring the pot can indicate somebody who is kind of the squeaky wheel of the group, who might be starting some nonsense for some reason or another. Sometimes that's boredom, okay? When life's a little too bored or too smooth, someone needs to start some kind of action, some kind of drama, some kind of entertainment going on, okay? And sometimes this is people in our lives, children or even pets, you know, or partners, whatnot, friends, who want our attention. So they might be a pot stirrer, meaning, oh, I have all these problems and I need to wrap you up with me and my problems for a while. And it's not because they want to dump their problems on you. It's because they truly want your time and they want to spend time with you. They want your attention on some kind of a level, and they're not sure how to get it in a healthy way, Gina. So I want to say to you this, okay? I do feel like someone might potentially be that squeaky wheel. If you've got a couple different kids or a couple different pets, I feel like someone might be the pot stirrer, okay? Just trying to act out of sorts, some drama in the family. Thank you for the validations, honey. I do want to let you know that I feel like the drama causers, it's an attention-seeking thing. Okay, it's not like anyone's been wronged or ruined or this, that. I feel like the people who are the squeaky wheel, the people who are keeping that pot stirring, it's something to do with the attention that they're getting from that. Okay, it's not necessarily healing the situation, but if you could approach that situation from a different perspective, imagine that this person who has the drama, who's tying everybody up in the drama, is just lonely. Okay, maybe if you were able to take them to lunch and spend some dedicated one-on-one devoted time, you could curb some of that loneliness and help them to minimize this pot stirring in the family. Okay, take that wherever it resonates in your life, Gina. Everybody does not need to know your business, but something like that is what I'm feeling here. And the need to take that person aside and just spend some healthy engagement, not to reprimand them for this pot stirring stuff, but to say, look, I can see that you need something from me. What can we do? Let's just spend some time. Let's just talk. Let's just engage and see where this goes. Healing is where that is going to go. Then that needing to be noticed or that attention-seeking behavior is going to be satisfied with positive attention, and the pot stirring will come to it will minimize. That's what I have for you, Gina. That's what I have for you. Let me give you one more power of surrender here, because it's not always easy. Spirit says, if you are in the midst of the drama, it's so easy to get triggered into reaction, but it's rarely helpful. It's rarely helpful to get triggered into reaction when there's drama going on. So Spirit says, if you can take some deep breaths and calm yourself, and in fact, Gina, step to the restroom. Is the pot stirrer going to follow you to the restroom? Possibly knocking on the door, who knows? But go to the restroom and put that physical distance between you and others for a couple of minutes to just breathe and be calm and calm your body down. And Spirit is saying to close your eyes for that moment and envision your awareness and breathe yourself up to above your head. Okay, breathe yourself up to above your head if you can understand this. Just calm down, breathe yourself up there and look at the scenario from above. When you do this, you will know what I'm speaking about. So just try that, okay? You're staying out of it. Okay, so maybe you are doing something like this, but Spirit wants me to say this will help you to stay out of it much more easily. It will help you to stay objective and removed from the emotionally charged energy that is going on in the lower vibes there. The lower energy is, I'm not saying lower, I'm saying think up. You're high up here, lower down here is where the emotions are charged, okay? So you can view that from kind of a more neutral perspective. also. So pay attention to, you know, how things appear from there. When you're looking in a non-emotional space and you're being neutral and you're kind of just looking as an overview, how do things really look from there? I feel like there's clarity for you there, and I'm glad that you're staying out of it. I'm glad that you're staying out of it, but there is something that needs to be addressed. That's why somebody is starting these problems. Let's see here. I didn't get you another card, did I? Let's see. One more card for you, honey, from the Power of Surrender. Here we go. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So that is your card and message right there, Gina. Can you see that? Surrender your attachment to a result. And that includes the result of however this family drama is resolved, right? However the resolution comes to pass. So continue to stay neutral, continue to pray for those involved. And I thank you so much, Gina, for letting me connect with you today. I do say that this period will be a temporary period, okay? It may feel like some nonsense, but it's only gonna last so long, okay? Thank you. I'm gonna disconnect from you. And thank you to everyone who's tuning in with me today. Please be sure to like, follow the page, subscribe to the channel, and share with friends, man. Sharing is caring. So thank you once again. Let's see who's tuning in. Let's see who's here. I'm gonna see who Spirit draws me to. I'll just see who Spirit draws me to. One moment, friends, as I scan the feed. As I scan the feed, Spirit. Who will it be? Who is the lucky one, Spirit? Let me know. There you are. There we go. Monica Jordan. Hi, Monica. I love that 80s girl. Look at that profile badge. All right. Yes. Hello, hello. Happy to catch you here with me too. Spirit wants me to read for you, Monica. All right, Monica. Monica, I have a grandmother who wants to step in with you. Grandmother. Okay, so there may be more than one. I've got a few relatives here with me, Monica. I have grandmother energy. She was the matriarch of the family. I also feel like I have an aunt and an uncle. And one of these individuals most definitely had some kind of cancer treatment near the end. Okay, someone who had cancer. However, I have all these individuals who want to step in and just send their love to you. Send their love to your healing. Send the love to the past chapter that you're closing. Okay, so you're closing a chapter. Let's see here. That's interesting. So come close to me. I feel like this grandmother energy really wants to come close. I feel like I just got my grandmother's handmade items in my home. Wow, amazing. That's why grandma wants to come so close. Thank you, Monica, for the validations. Yeah, she's coming in real close. And it's funny, is this your dad's mom? Because I see like she's showing me that in life, she had a very large tree in her yard, like a huge tree in her yard. Like it was so big, a child, or I don't even know if I could put my arms around it. But that's how it seemed. The kids would play under this tree in her yard, and I see a little boy there. So I wonder if that was your dad, or maybe that's your uncle. You just got grandma's items. That's awesome. So come in with me, darling. Oh, okay. So she's bringing me to an easel. She's bringing me to an easel, an artist studio. She's loving what you're doing in those areas, Monica. And there's something about, she keeps bringing me back to her, the back of her head. Okay, and I'm trying to decipher this. Grandma, what is this about the back of your head? Like I feel some kind of confusion or fever or something in the brain with grandma. It could have even been like a dementia, Alzheimer's. I just feel a real fuzziness, fogginess there. something that she may have experienced in life towards the end there. Thank you, Monica. So regardless, what is this in the headspace? Okay, so she tells me it's your dad's mom. Thank you for that. Thank you for the validation. She showed me your dad when he was small, sitting under the tree, like pouting, you know, playing this and that. Her husband passed from cancer, my grandpa. So they're all together. Yeah, that's why the cancer came through. And he's with us too. And he's with us too. We did all holidays with cousins and family. Thank God. Oh man, back in the day, but do you still do that now? My other grandma had Alzheimer's, so that's okay. Thank you. Wow, see how they're all showing up for you? See how they're all showing up for you, Monica? Your past loved ones love you very much. They're very excited about the works that you're putting out into the world. They're very excited about the crafts and the arts and the projects that you do and how expansive you are. There's also a touch of releasing fear for some past reprisal. Okay. They're telling me now, Monica, you tried something in the past, maybe it didn't work out, and now you're afraid to try again. I'm crying right now. I just thought about her yesterday. Well, she is thinking about you now. All of them are with you now. All of them are sending you love. And you're thinking about them because they're there with you. When you're thinking they are there, you can't help it. So she's bringing me back to this past letdown. I feel like you tried something before. That's what she's giving me. You tried something, somebody said no. I feel like it may have been a woman who said no, that's not going to work. You can't have that. You can't do that. You can't be that, whatever this could have been. But you tried something and now it's entertaining. You're entertaining this in your mind again. Okay. And you are like, oh no, that's not going to work. Remember, you know, I feel something like this here, Monica. She's telling me don't let your past hold you back. Especially when you're growing in such new, expansive ways. It's different than anything you've experienced before. So you can't treat it the same way. You have to treat it as the new thing that it is. And it is new, even if you've tried it before. She's really bringing this to me, Monica. So don't be afraid of expansion. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, is this the second of a cycle, potentially? With your son? Potentially the second of a cycle with your son. Let me look at this here. You've got a couple of cards. I'm just going to give them to you. So, I feel like this has to do with your art, sweetheart. Growing in that way. So this card fell on the floor, invisible. And it fell on the floor, okay? That tells me don't take this card. Invisible is about not being seen, okay? Not being seen, not putting yourself out there, kind of blending back into the wallpaper, you know what I mean? And this fell on the ground, which tells me that Grandma is telling you that it's important to speak up, to be seen, to be heard, to be present. Your son is going through a lot, be there for him. Don't feel like you're smothering him. Don't just leave him up into the ethers, okay? Support him in the way that you feel is right, okay? And don't hold back is what she's saying as well. New cycle for all of us, reset. Heck yes, I like this. I like that a lot. And the new cycle says you can't hide anymore who you are, what you have going on, like all the positive things you have going on. You're not going to be able to hide your success in this new cycle. So do not, blend into the wallpaper. She's saying no more of that. And this one too, making it fit. So making it fit is about, the inspiration on this card, although it does not look like that. The inspiration is the child's toy that has all the different shapes cut out. And there's like a circle and a square and a triangle and a star or whatever, and they have to have the right shape. Try to put it in that hole. But if they don't have the right shape, they're going to cram that wrong shape in the wrong shaped hole and twist it and turn it and expend a whole heck of a lot of energy trying to make it fit. Okay? So as you're starting this new cycle that you are starting, it's about recognizing what in your life you're really expending a lot of extra time, effort, and energy doing. Is it worth what you're putting into it, or is it something that you're trying really hard to make fit in your life? Those are the things that you can begin to address. How do I relate to this in a different way? Is there a different method? Is this something I need to totally detach from and remove from my life completely because it just doesn't fit and I've been trying too hard? Sometimes that is the case. He felt invisible for years, little sweetheart. So if we're on that track, your son felt invisible for years. Is that what you're saying? I feel like it's important for him to find his own place in the world and in his life. And he might be trying on different costumes and personality traits and all these different things that are different facets of him, but he's not sure how to put his best face forward. Okay, let me just say this. No matter what face he puts forward, love him, Monica. Love him as the safe parent that you are. Because I feel like all of these things are just transitionary, you know, that's not even a word, sorry. It's just like, it's a transition period. You know, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. And I feel like those could be the other things that, you know, this is a pattern, a cycle, something that went wrong. I feel like your son is just, you know, moving through another life pattern, just like we do here. And you are supporting him in all the best ways. And I feel like what's happening now is not permanent. It's not forever. It's definitely going to improve. So don't just watch it and hope it'll, you know, clear up. Be there, present, help him, keep him busy. I even see, like, take him to go do stuff, take him to teach to paint, you know, these kinds of things. Yes, I see that you love him so much. Take him to do new things, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's silly, just to get his mind off things, to shape the energy patterns of his life and your life. And that is what, that is most definitely what Spirit has for you and what your grandmother has for you. What all your past loved ones in Spirit have for you. They are all coming in to send their love, and to you and your son. To you and your son. And it's about him finding his place and just trying different things now, but not losing that support, because that is the lifeline that you have to him, is the love, the unconditional love. No matter how he changes or how things unfold, Mom loves him no matter what. So that is your strength, and keep that right where it's at, honey. Thank you so much, Monica, for letting me read for you today. I'm going to disconnect from you. Oh. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to me. I know we went a minute over, but if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my info's right there. Hit me up, or I have a website, spiritspeaks.org is my website. I offer one-on-one private sessions, tarot videos for order. I also teach classes, guys, because we can all do this. It's just about learning how to do it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I send everybody so much love, so many blessings. Good night, friends.